What's up, YouTube vinyl community? Man, it's been a crazy last couple of days. So any of y'all follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see that I answered a Facebook ad. I guess it was Tuesday. Guy took some pictures, looked like he was in his garage and had just a little wall of records. And on there he said about 600 records for sale. So I go to his house. It's about an hour and a half from my house. I go to his house and there's two people already there. They're digging. So off the bat, I'm just like, oh God, there's gonna be nothing left. But sometimes that's not the case. So the house was completely full, like thousands of records. I'm gonna try to cut this story real short. Thousands of records, probably. I don't know, if I had to guess, including the 45s and everything, 20,000 records, maybe more. If you follow me on Instagram, I post a little more detailed pics. Anyway, so the one guy's picking. So I'm going through one of the bookshelves in the kitchen. Just some unbelievable, amazing stuff. This guy traveled out of the country. He had stuff from South America. Just unbelievable. Long story short. I pulled about 3 boxes, right? Probably about 400 or 500 records, right? And I made him a really good offer. He jumped all over it. He said, "I tell you what, man, you can have everything in the house," and he named a ridiculous price. I had to jump on it. I mean, we're talking, considering all the records, I mean, less than probably 10 cents a record. So anyway. He's like, "Man, I got people telling me they'll be here in 20, 30 minutes. I said, I'm taking it. So it was so great. He went on Facebook and started messaging people, sold. That's always a great feeling. Sorry for you guys, but I got a habit to support and I got a family to feed. So anyway, so I'm going to show you guys, man, some of the highlights from that collection, because it was just... I mean, this guy had been buying stuff for years. Allegedly, he does an annual kind of estate sale. So he travels all over, goes out of the country, just buys records and kind of hoards them, and then has an estate sale and tries to get some of his money back. So anyway, let's start off, man. I'm going to show you guys some of the keepers. So this wasn't out of this, but I wanted to give, we had a local place here called El Guru in Marietta or Smyrna, I believe. And I usually go in there. He usually always has great stuff. And he had this playing on the record player, and he said it was an original, and they hadn't priced it. And he said a great price. And I was like, give it to me. That's Larry Young, Unity, with Joe Henderson. And this is an original stereo copy. Look how clean that is. Stereo copy's hard to find. The monos are a little more readily available. I don't have much organ in my collection. I like it because I like that old gospel kind of feel, but with Joe Henderson on it, man, you can't turn it down. So I'm happy to have that and add that. Okay, check this stuff out. This is amazing. So first off, I got Beethoven Fifth Symphony. You're probably thinking, classical, show some respect. Don't sleep on the classical. These are original 60 Columbia labels. Really sought after for the classicals. These are hard to find clean. This is stunning, dude. He had so much original UK classical stuff. Phillips, Decca. These are the few Columbias that I kept, which are a little more sought after. But the sound is freaking dynamic. I've heard a ton of these. I grew up on classical. I've heard so many different, the greatest hits and stuff, and American versions just sound, far in the back, sped up. Man, these punch you right in the face. I'm so happy to have that. Another Columbia, Mozart, man. Gotta have the two big guys, Beethoven and Mozart. So this is his piano concerto on that nice, I think this is 62 or 63. Just a near mint. Just sounds, dude, it's right in your face. Phenomenal sound. If you're gonna have classical and you're gonna have it on vinyl, these Columbia ones are the one to have. Okay, man, as I'm going through, because it took me, so we filled a 26-foot U-Haul, and I still couldn't get everything. Me and my wife, man, we broke our backs getting out of the house because everything was tight. I mean, he had rooms just full, it was full. It was full, and that U-Haul was weighted down. But as I'm going through it, I'm shocked. I'm shocked at what I'm finding. This one here. Oh, looking ahead, man, with Dolphy McIntyre on that original New Jazz, adding to the Dolphy collection. So happy to have this. Color's a little faded, but dude, the wax on this is supreme, and Eric Dolphy is the man. Now this one here I've been looking at for a long time. It's sentimental because I live here in Atlanta. This is Tommy Stewart, self-titled on Abraxas. This is a phenomenal disco funk record. This is the only thing he put out. I think, actually, I take that back. I think he did some stuff on some gospel records, so get me wrong. This is his own stuff he put out. He wrote everything on here except for one song. It's got the one song, Fulton County Line, and a lot of stuff that talks about Atlanta. What's the one on here? Yeah, Atlanta Get Down. Really good, man. Really funky, super disco-y, if that's a word. Just a phenomenal record. This one was sealed. I broke the cherry on it, and it's great. Atlanta skyline in the background. Yeah, this is definitely a keeper, born and raised here in the A. This one here, man, I can't tell you how many I've probably skipped out on these, like at thrift stores and things like that, just because you see the label and you're like, oh, but man, don't sleep on it. This is the Witch's Brew on that RCA Victor. I think this is 65, original 65 stereo. Look how clean that is. Phenomenal, man. Amazing sound, great cover. I kind of get why it's valuable. You know, you can go on PopSpsych, and really clean copies have sold upwards of over $500. You know, don't sleep on that, man. You see a lot of these RCA Victors, if they got cool covers and they're clean, they might be valuable, but the sound is really great. You know, a lot of popular, like Night on Bear Mountain, that's the real popular one. Just stream it and you'll know it. It's in everything. But for me, when I was a kid and we had Super Nintendo, there was a game that came out called Earthworm Jim, and that song on Bear Mountain plays in a lot of the different levels. But you'll recognize it when you hear it. But just so happy to have that in the permanent collection. All right, that's all the ones I'm keeping so far. There's a few others in here, but they're not quite, clean. I really want them super duper clean. I've gotten real picky. So here's some great a few of the highlights, because I got so much. I can make a 7-hour long video. The Shape of Jazz to Come, Ornette Coleman. Now this is a mono reissue, but it's super duper clean. And you guys that follow my auctions, I do weekly auctions on eBay. A lot of this stuff is going to be up at the auctions that starts tonight at 7 p.m. Runs for a week long. So if you want a shot at these, this is a really great one. If you like free jazz, we all know this. We've seen it. I'd love to have an original. I might keep it. This one here, man, I've never heard of this band, but when I listen to it, it is some Latin funk greatness. This band called Sapo. This is self-titled. This is a promo copy. Dude, this is the only thing they put out is killer drum breaks. It's got a little bit of fuzz guitar. It's got a little bit of everything, man. This is a great effing record. Stream it. It really gets you in the mood, gets you up. This is super funky. I'm hesitant. I'd like to keep this one just because it's a promo. You know, it tickles all the right buttons. But it's not that hard to find. You can get a good clean copy. You can get a good promo copy on Discogs right now for like $40-$50. This one here, man, this is super rare gospel funk. But it's not like traditional gospel. It's like studio gospel. Crazy rare, really nice. This is Jerome Old's You Lift Me Up. Original on Heartstring. Super duper clean. Really great. Doesn't sound like, it's not like traditional gospel, man. It's funky, it's soulful. You just gotta stream it. But that one's autographed by Jerome Olds and another vocalist, Tom Gross. check it out, man. It's not, like I said, it's not heavy gospel in the lyrics. It's more like subliminal. It's really, really good, man. I was really tempted to keep it because they don't come up for sale that often. When they do, they can fetch a pretty good coin. I mean, this is a good, clean copy. But let's be on auction tonight. Also, man, this one's really cool. Hey, it's a kids program. This is Liza. This is an original disco funk out of Lebanon. What year is this? 1980. Oh, excuse me, 78. 1978. Big time heavy disco funk one. Man, I so wanted to keep this one, but it's just a tick below what I would want in a nice, not only to keep but to play it. But it's so close. I'm so tempted, but I think I can find it again. Even though this one was super difficult, I've always been looking for it out in the wild. Still, it's a great record, man. This is Blue Surge. This is Serge Chaloff. Original 1956 mono on Capitol, man. You got Sonny Clark, you got Leroy Vinegar, Philly Joe Jones on the drums. This is an incredible lineup. Serge Chaloff or Chaloff, how you pronounce it. An amazing baritone sax player. Smooth tone, probably one of the best. I mean the good ones like it's Bud Shank, not Bud Shank. Oh, who's that baritone player? Brookmeyer. Oh, that's early 50 stuff. But man, smooth tone. I think he ended up dying in a car accident, I believe. Anyway, tough one to find. Capitol didn't put out a ton of jazz, but that's a great sounding record. I don't know, it's so bad. Anyway, so this is a gospel grail of epic proportions. This is the Holy Angels Eucharistic Ensemble. Keep Me in Your Care. This one was also sealed. Wax is like near mint. But I've seen on PopSpsych, some of these have gone, I think a sealed copy went for about $1,000. Why, you may ask? There's a jam on here called Jesus Stay With Me. Now, it is a super electro boogie funk hitter. It's heavy. It's great. It's great studio production all the way around, but just crazy rare. That's a pretty funky jam. Stream it just for that. What was that again? Jesus Stay With Me. Yeah. Heavy, man. Electro boogie. It's really nice, man. It's a really good, it's a hitter. Man, and this one here, dude, I so wanted to keep so many of these. That's one of the problems that we deal with as people that, that are in this hobby. You can't keep everything. But I'd never seen this one. And just the cover alone. This is the Forbidden Planet original soundtrack to it. I think it was 1956 was the recording. This is like 74. They had an earlier pressing, had a different label. But this is straight up Moog synth. I heard that the way they made the sound for this was they recorded them frying up circuit boards and ran it backwards on a loop. I could be wrong, but that sounds like it makes sense. But just if you like that Moog synthesizer, this is really, really nice. Check out that cover too, man. Isn't that cool? It is so cool. All right, man. This is a great one. I'd never even heard of this lady, and then when I started listening to it, I see why it can go for a good bit of money. This is Ethel Enos. Lullabies Are for Losers. Now this is a 1957, I believe, 56 on Jubilee. The original came in 55, and it had a black cover with her, and it was on red vinyl. And those can really fetch a good amount. But this is really nice vocal jazz, really great recording. I'm really getting into vocal jazz a lot more. I got the Helen Merrill. I did have Billie Holiday's, that last one she did on Columbia, but I ended up selling it. I could probably get another one. This is a tough one to find. Ain't none of them for sale now, and they can fetch a pretty good bit. So if you want it, it's a decent copy. It's like because it's quiet, you know, it's a VG, maybe a little weak VG, but if it was a little cleaner, I'd definitely keep it because it's a really great sound. She's a hell of a singer. That's a tough one to find, but it'll be up at auction starting tonight. I've seen this before. You know, it's a great record. I'd really love to keep it, but let it go. That's the Curtis Counts Group. Original 57 mono contemporary, super clean disc. Sleeves a little bit of a wear, but Curtis Counts, man, it's hard stuff to find. He's got a few with those kind of iconic covers with the ladies, doing all kind of sort of stuff. But it's really great cover, really great straight ahead jazz on contemporary. Jack Sheldon on trumpet. Got Harold Land on the tenor. Really good stuff. Oh, we out of music? Oh, that's fine. So, last view here, guys. Man, there's a bunch of Columbia stuff. This one's probably one of the better ones. I'd love to show you guys all, but this video could go on forever. That's Billie Holiday. Lady Sings the Blues. This is original 55 UK. Really nice. I'm gonna say, man, the UK, man, sometimes they beat out as far as sound quality. Man, I think this was, I'm not sure if this was released on Verve or Columbia, but dude, these early Columbias, man, they sound great. They sound really good. And Billie's right up front. Let's see. Is there anybody special on trumpet? Man, you got Wynton Kelly. Oh, dude, look at this lineup. So you got Paul Quinichette on tenor, Kenny Burrell on guitar, Wynton Kelly on the piano. It's good stuff. Barney Kessel, Chico Hamilton. Man, really nice lineup. But it's nice. It's clean. It'll go up on the old auction block. Man, I've got a copy of this. Mono. First pressing. Super duper clean. I mean, that sleeve is so perfect. I got a stereo copy. I thought about trading it out and keeping this one and selling the stereo, but the stereo actually has a little more punch to it. The mono still sounds good, but the stereo's just got a little more caffeine in the coffee, if you know what I mean. But this is such a quiet album. It's not too dynamic, but still it's a great classic jazz record. It'll be hitting the block tonight. I've seen this before. I seen one at a record shop. It was trashed to death, and the guy had put way too much money on it. So I was just kind of, when I'd seen it, you know, I'm flipping through hundreds and thousands of records, just, you know, mixed in with some crap. Junior Parker. Love ain't nothing but a business thing going on. Now, this is there's kind of some about when this first came out. There's a few pressings that says 71 as a reissue. This is a 74, but who knows when it first came out. Just looking at it, it's 1970s, but really great. This has got soul, it's got funk, it's got electric blues. Really hard to find this one. And I don't know especially when you're looking it up on like Discogs and you're trying to find out what year it came out. Is there a first pressing? Who knows? Killer album, great cover. All right, last two, no particular order. I'm still on the fence, man. So if y'all don't see this in the auction, you know why. I'm still on the fence because I'd never seen this before. I knew who the guy is. This is one of the most funkiest albums I've ever heard in my life. Like disco funk. It's crazy. This is Mose Davis. Yeah, Mose Davis, The Coming of Moses on Pure Silk. Pure Silk only put out a few, and everything. I think everything was Mose Davis, but Mose was also on. Oh God, I'm gonna butcher this. He was on. It wasn't with Sun Ra. Oh, or was it Oneness of Juju? Oh, I'm butchering this, but he was on one of those large funk groups. in the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. Oh man. Anyway, if you know, you know. But this is heavy. Stream this, find out, and I'm not sure if they have a reissue. They might have a reissue. Find a reissue, stream it. This is heavy disco funk. It's incredible. It's got everything: guitars, drum breaks, and a cool cover. It scratches all the bells and whistles. This one here, man, I'd love to find some original by the lead guy on this. This is blues with Big Bill Brunsey, Sonny Terry, and Brownie McGee. This is original, I think, 59 on Folkways. Just everything you want in blues, country, Delta blues sound on Folkways, which is a great label. This doesn't have the RVG, I don't think. Look, it's cool. It's got the cool booklet with it. I don't think this has the RVG. It's got the ear. It's got the Place to Light ear, but no RVG. I don't know if RVG did any. I don't know if Rudy did any of the blues. I'm sure he did. Yeah, but really great. Speaking of blues, also, man, I could do a long video. This is getting long, 21 minutes. I found a bunch of early blue notes, like 1930s. Like this is a 1939 Meade Lux Lewis 78 RPM shellacs. A ton of these. Like Sonny Terry, this original, this is 1945. Sonny Terry with Woody Guthrie on the other side. A ton of Howlin' Wolf shellacs and a ton of these early blue notes. So the early blue notes are going to be up this Saturday. Yeah, man, it should be a nice auction. It's going to be a little small because of the holidays, and I've been beat to death hauling these records up in and out of the U-Haul, in the house, back in the storage. It's a mess, but it's going to keep me busy for a long time. All the new subscribers, man, I really appreciate it. If you're new, this is what I do. I go out, I search out and buy collections, and send them out to the public. And hope y'all enjoy it, man. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll be back as always. We'll see you later.